March 1st, 2017. Fact-checking President Trump's address to Congress. Jeff Sessions warns of an America with marijuana sold at every corner grocery store. Trump Congress speech was a heroic effort in contradiction and cliché. 7 in 10 speech watchers say Trump boosted optimism. Ever a showman, Donald Trump keeps Washington guessing. Trump is performing the role of president, not doing the job. In video, Uber CEO argues with driver over falling fares. Was Kellyanne Conway raised in a barn? March 2nd, 2017. Obama administration rushed to preserve intelligence of Russian election hacking. Sessions met with Russian envoy twice last year, encounters he later did not disclose. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says, "I will recuse myself if necessary." 10 incidents in 10 days that proved Trump right on Sweden's migration problem. Ex-Clinton volunteer slammed, loses job after swipe at widow of fallen SEAL. Barack Obama's close confidant Valerie Jarrett has moved into his new D.C. home, which is now the nerve center for their plan to mastermind the insurgency against President Trump. Bush's ethics lawyer on Sessions talks with Russian ambassador, good way to go to jail. Republicans hide new Obamacare draft under shroud of secrecy. Western snowpack too deep for scientists measuring devices. Authorities arrest 22-year-old dreamer after she speaks to media. March 3rd, 2017. Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak is Washington's most dangerous diplomat. 2 other Trump advisors also spoke with Russian envoy during GOP convention. Jeff Sessions used political funds for Republican convention expenses. In chaotic scene, Rand Paul demands to see House GOP's Obamacare repeal bill. Trump aides bid to plug leaks creates unease among some civil servants. North Carolina man accused of committing anti-gay attack. You live in Trump country now. Former journalist arrested, charged with threats against Jewish facilities. St. Louis man arrested in anti-Semitic bomb threat case. Dreamer arrested after speaking to media will be deported without hearing, attorney says. March 4th, 2017. Trump, citing no evidence, accuses Obama of Nixon-Watergate plot to wiretap Trump Tower. Sessions controversy heightens Trump's feelings of being under siege. Grassley denies calls for Sessions to testify on Russian ambassador meetings. Photo contradicts Pelosi's statement about not meeting Kislyak. The mob at Middlebury. March 5th, 2017. Trump falsely accuses Obama of wiretapping his phone. White House calls on Congress to investigate Trump's wiretap claims. Trump faces furor over unsubstantiated claim Obama wiretapped him. Obama's State Department sponsored 2016 meeting of Russian ambassador with Senator Sessions. Trump fumes over Sessions' recusal from Russia probe. Russia is the slow burn of the Trump administration, and it's not going away. Trump advisor Roger Stone launches into vulgar Twitter rant, admits contact with Assange during Clinton leaks. Revealed, Tony Blair's secret White House summit as he launches astonishing bid to work for Donald Trump as his Middle East peace envoy. Ivanka Trump tours Holocaust Museum as father considers visit. March 6th, 2017. A conspiracy theories journey from talk radio to Trump's Twitter. Conway challenges Comey to release info on Trump's wiretap allegation. White House spokeswoman doesn't think Trump accepts FBI's reported denial of alleged wiretapping. Former Bush Attorney General says Trump right that there was surveillance. Chaffetz says, "I've seen no evidence Obama ordered wiretap of Trump." Revised executive order bans travelers from 6 Muslim-majority countries from getting new visas. Russian hackers said to seek hush money from liberal U.S. groups. Analysis. Does Obama have grounds to sue Trump for libel? Supreme Court scraps case on transgender bathroom rights.
March 7th, 2017. Senator Paul and Rep. Meadows say let's fully repeal Obamacare, then have an open debate on how to replace it. House Republicans unveil plan to replace health law. The GOP health bill doesn't know what problem it's trying to solve. Chafis says low-income Americans will have to choose health care over iPhones. White House aides struggle to defend Trump wiretap claims. Trump's wiretap tweets raise risk of impeachment. Why Dems will regret a probe into Russian election hacking. Former Guantanamo detainee killed in U.S. airstrike in Yemen. White House appears to copy from ExxonMobil release. March 8, 2017. Millions risk losing health insurance in Republican plan, analysts say. Trump warns House GOP members of electoral bloodbath if repeal and replace fails. Comey letter swung election for Trump, consumer survey suggests. Comey says, I intend to serve my 10-year term. Trump met Russian ambassador during campaign at speech reception. Ex-CIA director says when Trump tweets unproven allegations, it weakens the office of the presidency. Rapport between Donald Trump and Barack Obama crumbles. Senator Tim Kaine's son among several arrested after protesters disrupt Trump rally in Minnesota. A day without a woman, what you need to know. Why Trump's plan to ignore the World Trade Organization isn't as reckless as it sounds. March 9th, 2017. GOP healthcare plan. Obamacare revision clears first hurdle in House committee early Thursday. How many people are affected by Obamacare premium increases? Hint, it's fewer than you think. Trump woos lawmakers with flattery and White House bowling. Trump to conservative leaders. If this plan fails, I'll blame Democrats. Jeff Sessions likely met Russian ambassador a third time. Anthony Scaramucci loses White House communications post. WikiLeaks will give info on CIA hacking to tech companies. The White House is scrutinizing job candidates' old social media posts for criticism of Trump. Nigel Farage just visited the Ecuadorian embassy in London. March 10th, 2017. Army brass, led by future Joint Chiefs head Martin Dempsey, gave amorous general a pass. Pelosi says Comey should publicly reject Trump wiretapping claims. Sources say FBI investigation continues into odd computer link between Russian bank and Trump organization. Samantha Bee Show apologizes to writer for Nazi hair mockery. U.S. jobs and wages show solid gains in Trump's first full month. Healthcare disconnect. Credit Suisse says plan to hire 10,000 Muslim refugees is hurting Starbucks brand and sales. Meet Silicon Valley's secretive alt-right followers. March 11th, 2017. Trump abruptly orders 46 Obama-era prosecutors to resign. Bahara, Wall Street's cop among prosecutors, asked to quit. Trump's revised travel ban dealt first court setback. Marines' nude photo scandal expands to all branches of military. Person arrested on White House grounds after scaling fence. Pence takes White House healthcare pitch on the road. Senator Rand Paul says, I talked to President Trump last night. He's very open to negotiation on Obamacare repeal. March 12, 2017. Trump budget chief says president is focused on healthcare, not insurance coverage. HHS Secretary Tom Price says nobody will be worse off financially under GOP health plan. They are poor, sick, and voted for Trump. What will happen to them without Obamacare? What happens when you fight a deep state that doesn't exist? None of it made sense. Martin O'Malley's long year after running for president. Cuomo takes key step toward launching presidential campaign. Diplomats warn of Russia hysteria. March 13th, 2017. Trump budget expected to seek historic contraction of federal workforce. Democrats warn against funding border wall and catch-all bill. House Intelligence Panel wants wiretapping evidence by Monday. Kellyanne Conway suggests even wider surveillance of Trump campaign. Steve King says civilization can't be restored with somebody else's babies. Spicy ambushed. Sean Spicer is confronted in an Apple store by an Indian American woman who calls Trump a fascist and then accuses the press secretary of racism after he tells her America allows you to be here. My vulva cupcakes were confiscated, but I gained a sense of home. Preet Bharara's probes likely to continue after his exit. New surveillance footage of Michael Brown sparks protests. March 14th, 2017. Obama's backing a healthcare plan that breaks his promises. No magic in how GOP plan lowers premiums. It pushes out older people. CBO says defunding Planned Parenthood would lead to thousands more births. Audio emerges of when Paul Ryan abandoned Donald Trump. I am not going to defend Donald Trump. Not now, not in the future. Trump gave CIA power to launch drone strikes. Vibrator maker ordered to pay out $4 million Canadian for tracking users' sexual activity. Kellyanne's alternative universe. Obamacare repeal analysis says millions would drop coverage and costs would fall under bill. March 15th, 2017. Trump wrote off $100 million in losses in 2005, leaked forms show. Trump earned $153 million and paid $36.5 million in taxes in 2005. This 2005 Donald Trump tax return is a total nothing burger. Epic fail. Rachel Maddow mocked after dragging out Trump tax scoop. Senator Graham threatens subpoena on Trump wiretapping claim. People are scared. Paranoia seizes Trump's White House. Businesswoman who bought Trump penthouse is connected to Chinese intelligence front group. Republicans may be ready to redefine success on Obamacare. GOP senators say House health bill won't pass without changes. March 16th, 2017. Operation London Bridge, the secret plan for the days after the Queen's death. Trump federal budget 2018. Massive cuts to the arts, science, and the poor. Mulvaney justifies budget. We can't ask a coal miner to pay for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Tillerson says State Department spending simply not sustainable. Clinton ally says smoke but no fire, no Russia-Trump collusion. Trump says he will submit evidence of wiretapping to House committee very soon. Trump aides are privately blaming the healthcare bill's problems on Paul Ryan. Maryland CPS superintendent says, over my dead body will immigration agents enforce on school grounds. McDonald's tweet to Trump, you are actually a disgusting excuse of a president. Secret Service agents under investigation for taking photos of Donald Trump's sleeping grandson. March 17th, 2017. British complain after Trump spokesman cites wiretapping report. Britain's surveillance agency slaps down claim it was involved in Trump wiretap. CNN host and GOP rep spar over Trump wiretap talk. Sources say Sean Hannity once pulled a gun on Juan Williams. Very fake news. Juan Williams slams CNN report claiming Sean Hannity pulled gun on him after argument.
In Asia, Tillerson ponders U.S.-North Korea reboot. 31 Somali refugees killed in helicopter attack off Yemen coast. House okays bill allowing mentally incapacitated veterans to buy guns. Subway sues TV network over soy chicken report. March 18, 2017. Russian elite invested nearly $100 million in Trump buildings. Donald Trump's sharp budget acts. Now the swamp fights back. Trump administration ramps up efforts to block media. White House fence jumper roamed grounds for more than 16 minutes before arrest. Trump hasn't donated hotel profits from foreign governments yet. The resistance cheers tactics Trump will likely use against them. Mike Flynn didn't report 2014 interaction with Russian British national. Tillerson rebuts fatigue reports. South Korea never invited us for dinner. Donald Trump Jr. is his own kind of Trump. March 19, 2017. Jimmy Breslin, legendary New York City newspaper columnist, dies at 88. George W. Bush gave us Donald Trump. Now he wants to be forgiven. Al Franken may be the perfect senator for the Trump era. A deadly serious funny man. Former dairy farmer leads Trump-Russia investigation. Hillary Clinton says, I am ready to come out of the woods. Trump's major meeting on Veterans Affairs doesn't happen. You can now be fined for falling behind on student loans, even if you're trying to catch up. Man arrested outside White House after jumping bike rack. Bidding process for U.S. border wall construction begins. March 20th, 2017. Comey confirms FBI investigation of Russian election interference links to Trump campaign. Trump says Dems made up allegations of Russia interference. FBI Director Comey says Justice Department has no information that supports Trump's tweets alleging he was wiretapped by Obama. New York Attorney General steps up scrutiny of White House. Germany trades barbs with Trump on defense after Merkel meeting. Republican Green groups seek to temper Trump on climate change. Stephen Hawking says, I fear I may not be welcome in Donald Trump's U.S. Dude says he slipped Secret Service, got a selfie in Trump's Mar-a-Lago study. The Tillerson is tired meme and things that happen in a news vacuum. March 21st, 2017. President Trump faces his hardest truth. He was wrong. How the FBI tailing Trump could dog his presidency. Washington split-screen reality. An anti-Muslim leader says she's going to the White House. Tillerson plans to skip NATO meeting and visit Russia in April. GOP healthcare bill offers upstate New York a sweetheart deal. Saudi Arabia's oil supremacy falters. Andrew Napolitano absent from Fox after citing anonymous spying claims. March 22, 2017. The hero of Westminster, policeman stabbed to death by terrorist, is named as death toll rises to 5, with 40 injured, including French students and Korean tourists. Grieving father says, I don't play Trump songs anymore. Black congressional leaders will confront Trump over key policy priorities. Trump and GOP leaders lack votes to pass Obamacare repeal. Manafort had planned to benefit Putin government. Why people continue to believe objectively false things. Gorsuch hearings day 3. Feinstein presses judge on abortion and physician-assisted suicide. What hardcore conservatives really want for health care. March 23, 2017. Jewish center bomb threat suspect is arrested in Israel. U.S. officials say info suggests Trump associates may have coordinated with Russians.
London attack. Police confirm 7 people arrested. Obamacare repeal in jeopardy as Trump offers 11th-hour concessions. Schumer says Democrats will filibuster Gorsuch nomination. Women's group report. Fox News website best for gender parity. Gawker discussing potential settlement with Peter Thiel reps. Now that's loopy. Behold the Big Bend. The incredible U-shaped New York skyscraper, dubbed the longest building in the world, is unveiled. Death rates rise for wide swath of white adults, study finds.
March 24th, 2017. Potential smoking gun showing Obama administration spied on Trump team, sources say. Intel chair Devin Nunes unsure if Trump associates were directly surveilled. Schiff says new evidence shows possible Trump-Russia collusion. The Republican health care plan is totally nuts. GOP health bill changes could kill protections for those with pre-existing conditions. A postponed health care vote, a big GOP embarrassment, and no good options ahead. White House preparing to blame Ryan if health bill fails, officials say. Ivanka's lawyer, a Democrat, defends herself. March 25th, 2017. The story of Rachel Dolezal gets even more bizarre. Trump was right after all about the Obama administration wiretaps. Nunes backs down from assertion Trump was monitored. Republicans land a punch on health care, to their own face. Failure on health bill also hurts prospects for tax overhaul. The closer? The inside story of how Trump tried and failed to make a deal on health care. Trump's art of no deal. Find someone to blame. The Obamacare Republicans.
March 26, 2017. 2 months out of office, Barack Obama is having a post-presidency like no other. Angry over U.S. health care fail, Trump voters spare him blame. How a secret Freedom Caucus pact brought down Obamacare repeal. Report says Bannon wanted to use health care vote to make enemies list. 3 people are arrested after Trump supporters are doused with pepper spray as they clash with protesters during Make America Great Again march in Huntington Beach. Iraq suspends Mosul offensive after coalition airstrike atrocity. Britain's mainstream media blames racism for Westminster attack. Huma Abedin working hard on marriage with Anthony Weiner.